heart of the Heart Sutra, that line, form is emptiness and emptiness is form. You can send us to read.
Yes, yes.
But I want you to teach us that part.
Well, I think, this is a very, very enigmatic kind of statement in the Heart Sutra, which also you find in other Perfection of Wisdom Sutras as well. And the way in which, it is helpful for, ordinary Buddhist practitioners to engage with that kind of statement is to really understand, why is the Buddha in the Heart Sutra drawing such an equivalence between, almost like an identity relation between form and emptiness. So form is here only an example, because you have form aggregates and feelings and so on. And the reason that is because it is not so much emptiness that we grasp at, but rather it's the reality of everyday things that we encounter within our life, whether it is the objects around us, or whether it is our own experience of pain and pleasure, or thoughts and feelings that we constantly live in our day-to-day life. These are the things that we engage with in our everyday life, and these are the things that either chain us to a particular strict kind of constrained way of looking at things, and then give rise to negative emotions and so on, and perpetuate the cycle of habits and patterns and so on. So by pointing out that form is emptiness, the Heart Sutra is radically reminding us that the objects of everyday life that we relate to, which seem so real, so tangible and so solid and concrete, but in fact, if you reflect deeply, the kind of concreteness and solidity that we have imposed on them is more of a construct. The reality of these phenomena is that they are thoroughly dependent, they are thoroughly contingent, and even our concepts of, say, a flower already presupposes many other concepts, that are, part of it. So, but in our naive kind of, way of relating to the world, we tend to look at it as if these are independent silos or discrete things that somehow, like billiard balls hitting each other, we grasp onto them, we impose upon them a reality that is way beyond what they possess. And pointing out this through the teaching on emptiness, the idea is to, teach us how to have a less grasping. But then the danger is that with human mind, anything that we find beneficial, we find useful and helpful and true, then our tendency is to immediately grasp onto that one.
Yes.
So now if form is emptiness, then emptiness must be true and real and absolute. Yeah. Then we have a tendency to grasp onto that. Yeah. And then there, basically saying emptiness is form, the Buddha is pointing out, although that is the ultimate truth of things, but that ultimate truth is only true in relation to the everyday objects.
Yes.
So it's not something that is like standing outside, independent, transcendent. Yeah. So then again the relationship is drawn back, so that, and then in the Heart Sutra, the text goes on to say, there is no form other than emptiness, and there is no emptiness other than form. So it's really, then that identity relation is even being drawn stronger, so that no room is left where there is even a tiniest possibility of grasping either onto the everyday world of objects or to the emptiness of their things. And that's a way of, in some sense, it's like, using emptiness as a medicine to cure our grasping at form, but then using another medicine to cure the potential of grasping at emptiness itself, so that the medicine does not turn into poison. And so that's why there's this constant, in a kind of play between form and emptiness and form.